Alright, today we're checking out Porsche 917K from the 70s. And look, it's been sold out. But we already bought it. Which is why I only have 133,000 credits. But still, since we can still see it here, let's do that. Let's read about it first, actually. So McKeel says the 917K is one of the most important racing cars in Porsche's history. Developed from the long-tailed 917 LH, which debuted in '69, there are few variations of engine types used, from 4.5, 4.9 or 5-liter air-cooled flat 12. Fast and ferocious on the track, 917K won Porsche's first overall victory at Le Mans. In 1970, it won 7 out of 10 races in the International Championship for makes, as well as winning the 24-hour of Le Mans, which was repeated with consecutive victory in 1971. You could say that golden era of Porsche really began with this 917K, and that was the end. So let's see it. It cost 18 million credits. This is one of the last expensive cars I wanted and I didn't have, because I only got to drive it in. Oops, sorry, I'm doing this wrong. Actually, you know what? Let's go in this direction. Let's go down. I mean, these lines, you gotta say, the car looks pretty sleek. I'm not the biggest fan. I mean, this front looks quite interesting. Whoopsie. It's definitely an iconic car. The only race I got to drive it actually was look at those wheels. When you're doing your license testing, and then the last one for I don't know which license, they added another set of licenses which I actually didn't complete. Interesting, and very cool. Huge tires there. Look at them pipes. Alright, let's go above it. We have some rotation happening here. Hello, nurse. Alright. That's sweet. We can peek inside. Actually, let's go inside. Oh, this is nice. Instruments all over the place. I love these buttons. There's no markings on them, which is kind of interesting. I mean, of course, the one that's driving would know everything. It's interesting they have this little seat here. Not sure why is that for. Is it possible they had another person sitting inside during the race and operating the buttons? I don't know. Like in rally cars. Yeah, not sure. Really not sure. Yeah, it looks very basic. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, in the race, in the rainy race, you're probably familiar with it. It's really not so great, and you can. I mean, it's a bit frustrating because you really have to drive on your edge all the time. So I kind of decided not to get the car at first, but then I finally got it. I had actually sub 18 millions, but then I ran what did I ran? I actually run races on Le Mans, yeah. Which is exactly where we're gonna take this car. I'm not even gonna go and... Or should I? Alright, let's see the upgrades this car can get real quick. Not planning to do any permanent ones, but yeah, you can't do them either. So let's see the tires this car comes with. So it comes with racing hards. We should probably get all the tires, but fully customizable racing. Oh boy, look at this. Okay, interesting. Adds lots of performance points. I'm a bit surprised, but sure. Let's get this. And increase rigidity actually supposedly takes off. I'm never sure about that. I don't know, you know, how would one know exactly how it affects the car? It's probably not a big deal to get it, but I'm definitely not getting that as of now, as it is permanent change. We will get power restrictor, of course, and ballast just in case. We need to downgrade this car further on. All right. So yeah, basically that's it. Nothing more can be done. We're gonna get the tires, but I'm gonna do it before the race, so we don't have to change it. Oh, we actually have. Let me just get this bonus real quick. I don't know what it is. It was $1 million. It was silver. At Suzuka, I drove it real quick. Let's see what's the next one that we got. Okay, Deep Forest Raceway. This should be really good. This should be really good. And then we got, what do we have here? We have silver here as well. Gold would be doable, but yeah, I just done quick silvers on both of them. Alright, so let's actually do the Le Mans. Since the car was obviously kind of made for it, but can I... Full course is this? Should we do sunset? For sure. Let's do sunset. Let's do professional. Why not? Huh. Race shop. Okay. So I'm actually getting this. You know what? First things first. Let's remove the. What did I do? Fully customizable racing. Let's see how it affects. So let's say 0 to 1000 meters, 17 seconds. And this gets us to 18. So a second more. Alright. And rotational G-forces. bit lower for whatever reason. Let's see the downforce. I'm gonna guess this is how it's set up from the get-go. It would be interesting to see how they set it up for Le Mans specifically, and then try to mimic that, but you know, we'll just leave it as it is. And is it possible it's gonna rain in this race? I don't think so. 3 laps of this. Ooh, that could take a while. Right, I'm not sure how we're gonna do all of them, but let's go and test this car out. Usually I do this without anybody on the track, which would probably be a better way to do it. Let's turn the display off. Should I keep... I think I may have braking zone on. Ooh, look at that. The clock. The RPM clock is not too happy with how this thing turns. Takes me quite a bit of effort to turn. Oh man, what happened? That was terrible, sorry about that. I turned my eyes away from the motherfucker. Sorry. What was that? Jeez Louise. Yeah. Like, this is a new car, guys. I was trying not to scratch it. I should have make this like one make race or something. If I'm racing, yeah, maybe I should have done the custom race, not this joke. Other thing, it doesn't feel right, honestly. For that clown. But yeah, let's do at least one lap and then we'll see. Ah, there's our brother right in front. So we got a limit on 9,000 RPM, which is pretty okay, I guess. But yeah, you can see the limit here. We don't have a speed limiter though, so I'm not sure what my actual speed is. But it's it should be pretty clear this car can go quite a bit faster. It's capable of going quite a bit faster. If the transmission was set up differently. So yeah, that explains why the custom transmission gives that much better, that much more performance points. It would be cool to know what's my place actually, and how far ahead is number one. We had 2 accidents in that first lap, and this being on hard, I doubt the result is very good. No. Alright. There we go. Alright, my eyes on the road. I don't know what to say about the car. I haven't really paid much attention on what does it say about its performance. Car feels pretty light. Whoops. It's kinda doesn't have the best brakes, but that's expected since car is rather old. What did we say? It's from the 70s, 1970, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, for sure, I love old-timers. Them being a racing car is just another bonus. Is it possible this is... I'm at the 3rd place? That sounds maybe a bit too optimistic. Kinda easy to lose control when hard braking. Oh boy, look at that, is that Zonda? Looks like I might be gaining for the 1st place, which is kinda surprising, or maybe the, you know, 1st place or the back is way ahead. But yeah, about the car, I don't know what to say when you know, kind of feels it's a biggish car, so it has a limited turning abilities. But once you get used to how to make it turn, so once you get used to it, the car's limitations, it's pretty okay. There we go. Oh no, there's a car in front. That's more like it. Which is good, we got somebody to chase. I mean, who knows, maybe we're in like 5th place. I have no idea, to be honest. Oof, that was terrible. I don't even know from which place you actually start. The driving RPM, I got a feeling is kinda, it's quite short, it's a bit limited maybe. But I guess that's the way they tuned it back then. Just like goes Yeah, I would like to see how the curve looks, you know, power curve, how it looks for this car. Got a feeling it pulls best from 7 to 9. RPM feels a bit lazy below it. And yeah, basically when you yeah, that's what when you shift from 9, I mean when you hit the rev limiter and then you shift, yeah, it goes to 7. So that's the range. They've made it for. I wonder when you're driving with Sophie, is there, since you had quite a big crash in the first lap, like is there how would you say, I forgot the term, how they call it, like rubber banding, or our car is waiting for you if you fall behind. Rubber banding would be actually pulling you faster, but from my experience in classical GT races, the cars just tend to slow down as you, opponent cars, right, as you begin to approaching the end of the race. So the last lap they will usually be noticeably slower opponents. This car is keeping pretty good pace though. That corner was pretty shit for me. I noticed I'm losing quite a speed there. So let's see what place I will be. Yeah, looks like it might actually be a second place. Is it possible? Oh, there it is, second. Guess my nickname confirmed. So yeah, it should be more than doable, actually quite easy. Just keep some consistency to win this with the first place. Oh look, it's almost 42 kilometers. Let's watch this a bit. Why shouldn't we? I know it's not gonna be very pleasurable seeing most of modern cars around them, around the Porsche, but we'll get to hear it some. It's quite easy to downshift too much in this car as well, which happened at least on a dozen occasions during this race. And there I was, a bit. Oh man, we didn't see that somebody else hit the car as well. All right, let's return back. Let's try and see what happened here. Boom. Let's actually go to this car. Is this the one that had an accident? It's quite crappy. It's quite crappy. This is again. Let's see if they will change. They don't seem to have a bunch of camera angles for this one. No, again, they chose the same angles. Yeah, screw that. Okay, so where are we? This is no. Here, second. There we go. Oh, here, yeah. That was actually the yeah, much bigger disaster. So we probably lost at least around 10 seconds altogether in this lap. Alright, so let's watch the last lap. Pretty much solo lap. I'm gonna keep our position throughout this whole lap. Bit of a mistake there. But yeah, the car is pretty playful. Like I said, it feels rather light. You can play with, you know, power and braking inputs. You can get it to twitch a bit, to rotate a bit. It's quite cool. It's stable enough, not necessarily as stable as one would maybe expect when you see a car like this. It looks pretty aerodynamic and looks like it should produce quite a bit of downforce, which I don't feel it actually does in that measure. So most of why the car, like, yeah, it has very large tires, so I'm guessing that's the main reason why it doesn't spin out easily. Reaches top speed pretty quickly. And I'm also sure it would be quite a bit better with that other transmission. So maybe we should go and do another custom race with it. I'm not sure. This is half an hour for now. What do we do usually with these? Yeah, I don't know. Is it the car I would like recommend? I mean, yeah. It's an $18 million car, so I mean credit car. So it's you know, if you have them, you know, spend them. But can they be spent better? Sure. If you love Porsche, I mean, then you probably have this car already. I know I'm maybe not in too much of a help, but you know, let's see. So what could you use this car for? Maybe that's the better question. And then let's see. I think the most valuable race, so this is basically the only race I do when I have to you know, collect some monies, because usually I'll have enough just by doing time trials and things. But like yesterday I've done two races around here, World Touring Car 700. So for this race we would change this to, let's see, we would restrict the power. So curve actually looks Yeah. Looks okay. I'm not sure what's the gray line there. I'm a bit confused. Anyways, let's see what does it say if we go all the way down. Okay, that's it. We have just about, yeah, we need to go to 70 to have the car. Let's see now what happens if we, okay, yeah, it adds a gear, that explains it. This gets us to 709. So we would keep it like this, and then let's rename this one to 70. And then we can add sheet original. And then we could do tuned, although tuned will just be with a new transmission. So yeah, around 750. Okay. So let's see, 700. Original is 10. This is 11 and 20 seconds. It's still a cool car. But let's see. Definitely should get tires for this one. I don't know what should happen to get wet tires, to be honest. I'm definitely not gonna do the whole race here, don't worry. But what I'm gonna do is we need to display all. We're gonna do one lap on, let's say, lean 6. We're gonna do like regular drive. Here we are during the daytime. It's beautiful. Actually, probably what I should have originally done. So I gotta say, car feels pretty swell. So this is fuel is on leanest setting, and the car is kind of down tuned, down powered. Oh, okay. Somebody almost took us out, but we were careful this time. So I'm just wondering how many laps could I do like this, and the best way to check that out is do one lap and then just watch the percentage that's left. And of course, how you shift will immensely affect your fuel consumption, especially whoa boy. Coolio. Yeah, especially when the fuel consumption is simulated at, I don't know, 8 times or 10 times more than it is in real life. So let's see how we're standing. Actually standing very good. So depending on the cars, and you see, we should be able to, yeah, like have plenty of time to win this race. But let's see. depending on our shifting. So let's see, we'll be at 75 maybe by the end. So that would mean we have around 4 laps. And altogether we need to do 7 or 6 laps depending on how we time it, you know, to be able to. We're probably gonna spend some more gas than 75, in which case it's only 3 laps. But alright, if definitely, like if I would downshift a bit, if I would change even around 8, which would be more than good, I'm pretty certain we could do this with 25% of gas. So we could do 4 laps. I'm very certain. But I like to do, like when I test this, I like to do it, you know, just not pay much attention. Okay, so we are at 74 at the moment. Of course, we could do one more. 73. All right, so we would shift here. 72. All right, 72. So let's see, shifting below 8. I'm gonna shift below 8. I mean, that's the goal. We're gonna see. How much we manage. So we were at 72, so that would be what? 67, 57, right? Is that where we're expecting? I mean, 47? By the end of this lap, tires are doing very good. Let's see the weather. Oh yeah, something's coming up. Usually something comes up at the end of the second or in the third lap. And it tends to be, yeah, either small rain or can be quite problematic. This one could, we'll see how it develops. But yeah, let's do this lap. Let's do this lap and then, I don't know, maybe read about the car a bit. But yeah, the car would be very nice for this race indeed. So you know, if you like, yeah, want it really for grinding this one, it's definitely a cool car to do it. I do like to change them around though. say 47. That's the expectation. Oh yeah, we got some rain. Alright, yeah, we're at 49. That's gonna be about it. So yeah, it's interesting to see 48. It's interesting to see how much you get if you downshift a bit earlier. And there it is, 47. So it's pretty much spot on. You could squeeze 4 laps for sure. With a setup like this. But then again, if it starts raining like this, then 4 laps doesn't mean a thing, because you usually need to I love this. Look at this. It's really nice rain. Oh man, I'm enjoying this. So we are staying in this, which is a good sign. So you see there, ooh, okay. All right. Yeah, sure. Gotta be very careful with power inputs. I was just starting to explain, and yeah, you see braking where it says I should brake now, because when you start braking, so even though the ABS is on, you should brake very easily. So right there on the left, whoopa, okay, there we are. I basically put the all I went all in with power, which was a ridiculous decision. All right, so right there on the left, above the map, above the weather map. All right, so we let go of the gas, braking with engine a bit, and then also with brake, very easy. What? Yeah, so sometimes something ridiculous like this happens. Just got 5 seconds for what? I'm not even sure. Did we leave the track boundary? But I noticed these things sometimes happen, especially during the rain. I guess I'm not sure why does it happen. I guess the game kind of calculates you should be a lot slower, and then calculates the move that you did, kind of gave you unfair advantage, or I don't know what. But look at this, we're 42 seconds slower than our best lap. So yeah, above the weather map there is in the indicator, like water indicator. Oops, okay, yeah, it's hard to explain. And look, as soon as you start losing control, of course, you just let go of your power and just kind of try and get some grip on the tires. And it's interesting, it's hopefully we don't get penalty for this as well. But yeah, water, the water, okay, this is actually good that we did it now. The water indicator on the left above the map and left of the wheels oh yeah, it went to the third mark. So basically when it's within first mark, that it's now covered with the indicator, so you can't really see it. But when the first mark is when it's under the first mark, you can do it with slick tires, you can do it with racing tires, no problem. And when it starts entering the second mark, between second and the third mark, it's ideal for intermediates. And then when it fills to third mark, then it's full wets. That's rarely the case, so usually that's my dog you hear. So usually it's more than enough to just do. See if there's somebody behind me. Oh man, I somehow moved this. Haven't even noticed. So we'll do intermediates and we'll go full up. How long does this race take? We don't have our timer at the moment. So we're a minute ahead, and this pit, it usually takes. Anyways, we'll keep our position for sure. Because we're still moving here, so I think it usually, I don't know how long the pit is gonna take. The pit in time, we'll see now. It's gonna be almost a minute, looks like it. But it should take us just around 30 seconds off our time, so 50 seconds. Alright, so 14 minutes to end this race. I actually think I might drive it all the way. Although that's gonna take the whole hour, and I wanted to actually read about the car as well. But now I'm kinda halfway, so and we get to test the rain tires. So since you can see we are entering the limit of grip even on these, but it's still much better. It's much better. But the rain will probably stop soon, yeah, that's how it is. Yet even so, it should probably stay wet for at least another lap. So yeah, it should probably stay wet for at least another lap, and then depending on how long that takes, so this will be a 6-lap race, and which means we'll be able to finish the race on these tires, and by the last lap, since the road is gonna be probably completely dry by then, the tire is gonna start to wear out more rapidly. But yeah, they will still be good, and everybody's gonna pit in now anyways, and then probably pit in another time. The AI usually goes berserk. in situations like this. But yeah, most of I mean, I don't know, it's hard to say, but yeah, it seems, by my observations, usually, you know, end of the second lap, you change to intermediates, and then you can drive. But although what I did, I think, was maybe a better option for this, although who knows. Since this way we will not have to pit in again. And if I did a pit in after the second lap, I would probably need to pit in again. I don't know. Our out lap. I'm not sure at what point did it start. The timer started. Right, see, our fuel is actually, yeah, 77, so yeah, it will be 75. So if needed, we could do 4 laps on this tank. I mean 3 more. But hopefully we can do just 2. So you see the road is getting drier, much drier. The tires are still like new. Just a second, let's see what's the situation on timer here. 52 minutes. So yeah, I can't actually end this race before the stream ends. Which is a bit shite, but it is what it is. Will not be able to watch replay, will not be able to read, but we'll be able to drive. And we'll be able to get with, I don't know how much. This is 550 and then bonus for my VR is having a bit trouble tracking at the moment. Oh, get a bit more rain there. It's actually not a bad time. It's only 3 seconds more compared to our best dry time. Yeah, definitely. Alright. Have to turn on the light because it's getting darker around me in real life, so VR has trouble tracking. This is actually good, some more rain to keep our tires swell. But yeah, what I wanted to say is one little trick you can do if you have enough time and gasoline in your car is in your last lap, which will be our, which will hopefully be our next one we do. like the last two corners, you sit there, you stop your car there, kind of turn around your car to 90 degrees and you just wait until you see other cars approaching, because that way your timer, you just wait your timer to kind of to run out, because yeah, even if you enter the finish and you have only 1 second more on your timer, you'll have to do, of course, another whole lap, so which will take around I don't know, whatever it takes you in that current setup and conditions. We'll see now. So let's see these conditions. It takes us around 5 minutes. We have 6 minutes on our timer, so we would probably need, so here for example, right, you would wait here. So actually, so this way, you can go when you see them, not losing your spot. You can enjoy the car a bit more, the weather after the rain. So let's see, 5:20. So we would, I don't know what's our time actually. Let's check. Oops. Oh, there it goes. 4:12 is our best time. So there they go. 4:12. Probably not gonna be enough, because we got 4:50. So yeah, unfortunately, we will likely need to do 2 more laps. I mean, it's not gonna be happening during this recording, of course, but I will have to do it. But maybe not, we'll see. How far away can I get again from them? So maybe I'll have enough advantage to finish with, to win the race with 6 laps instead of 7, which would be cool. But anyways, this was my little review of this legendary vehicle, and maybe rightly so. We spent most of it racing in this car, so that's kind of cool. Even got to test some rain gear, rain tires, and yeah, the rain is still a bit wet. The tires are good. We can surely finish this lap on them, and then if needed make the last one, even if the road will be completely dry. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to manage it. So that's it until the next time. Enjoy some good driving, some good life.